Next, we're going to want to go to plugins. So this is basically a bunch of different add-on features you can add to your website so that it allows it to do different cool things. So you're going to want to go here to add new, to add a new plugin, or if you're ever trying to find ones you've already installed, you just hit installed plugins. So I'm going to go ahead and click add new. And I'm going to show you several different plugins right now that you're going to want to start off with. So the first one is Yoast SEO. You can just type in Yoast or Yoast SEO. It should bring it up no matter what. And you're going to see it here with the little traffic light looking thing. And it's going to say Yoast SEO by Team Yoast. And you can see it's got 1 million installs. So it's a very popular plugin. And you're going to want to click install now. I always open it up to a new tab so that I can have multiple plugins. I can keep searching plugins while that one's installing. So basically what Yoast SEO is it's when you write a blog post, it's going to grade your blog post essentially, and it's either going to light it up as red, orange, or green. If it's green, it means it's good to go. You've passed the SEO. If not, you're going to need to make tweaks until it passes green if you want it to show up in the search engine results. So that's what SEO is, search engine optimization. So it's basically a plugin that gives you a checklist of things you need to do to your blog post to make it ready for the Google searches so that Google will find your blog post and it'll send traffic to your website, which is ideally what you want when you have a website. The more traffic you get to your website, the more people that you're going to have the opportunity to show your content, show your products and services to. So this is a cool plugin that we're going to get into a little bit more later when we get into the blog post stuff. I'll show you when I go to write a blog post what it looks like before I publish. So that's Yoast SEO. The next one you're going to want is called W3 Total Catch. And basically what this is it's a speed performance plugin that helps speed up your website so that your pages load faster. It catches your browser, your pages, and all kinds of different databases and files on your website so that your web pages load a lot quicker. If you have a slow website that takes forever to load, your visitors aren't going to usually stick around. They're going to exit out of your website and they likely will not come back because they had a bad experience with website speed. So I'm going to go ahead and click install now on that one as well. And you can come here. I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to need to activate plugin. It'll tell you that it's downloading, unpacking, installing, successful. Once it's successful, if you want to activate it, you can go ahead and activate, and it'll just take you to the installed plugins page after that. So here it is. Now you're in all of the different plugins you have on your website. So starting out, they give you a couple different ones automatically, but now you can see the two that we've downloaded here. So I'll go ahead and exit out of those. Alright, let's go on to the third. It's called WordPress Security. So this plugin basically brings protection to your website from hackers. It'll basically notify you when people are trying to log into your website, and if somebody fails to log into your website a certain amount of times, it will block them completely from having any access to your website. That way people in other countries that are trying to hack your website, they'll get denied access. And it'll also give you their IP address location so you can see what city and country they're coming from in case you're curious, where these hackers are coming from. There's also several other features you can learn more about in a separate video on this plugin, but I'm just telling you right now, you're going to want to download this to give your website security so that you don't put in all this hard work building a website and then it gets hacked. You're also going to want this plugin called Coming Soon CC. So when you're first starting out and your website's not ready to be live or launched yet, you're going to want to build a Coming Soon page so that people coming to your website from social media or from Google or wherever they're coming from, they're going to see a Coming Soon page that lets them know, hey, my website's not live yet, it's launching soon. It'll give you can put a date that your website's launching so you can make people aware. And it's got an email opt-in form that will allow you to capture somebody's email address so that you can notify the people that entered their email when your website launches. So it's a way to build your email list ahead of time before you launch your website. That way you have an audience by the time you're ready to launch your website that you can send out information to and start getting readers on your blog or website. Alright, the next set of plugins we're going to get into are the different link related plugins. So first we're going to want Broken Link Checker, and it's a plugin that basically scans your website and it'll find any broken URL links and it'll notify you so that you can go to those web pages or blog articles and fix the link. That way, if people go to click that link, they won't be taken to an error page if the link's broken. So you can go find the broken links and fix them. That way, they'll work properly when people click them. The second link-related plugin we're going to add is called Pretty Link Lite. And basically this allows you to create clean extensions to your URL. So what that means is if you look up here, you'll see this ugly URL right now, www.90daynutrition.com/wp-admin/plugin-install.php. So you see all this extra stuff here after the extension / mark. It's going to basically allow you to clean up the link so that I could type 90daynutrition.com/workout. You can, and then it'll still take them to the URL so you're going to enter the URL you want them to be taken to, and then you're going to add in your own custom URL so that anytime they type in that custom URL, it'll still redirect them to the URL that you want them to go to, but it's a lot cleaner link to remember. If you're trying to tell somebody a specific link to go to, it'll make it easy to remember when you have a clean link. So that's what Pretty Link Lite does. And the third plugin that relates to URL links is called Velvet Blues Update. We'll go ahead and try that and see if it pulls it up. Basically, anytime you've got a URL that is old that you need to update, you can change it. So if I used to send people to, my social media, my Facebook page, and my Facebook URL was, facebook.com/90daynutrition. Well, let's say that I changed my Facebook page URL and now it's www.facebook.com/90dayworkouts instead of 90daynutrition. Then all the different places I link to my Facebook page on my website, that would take forever to go through and update all those links. So this is a simple plugin that allows you to enter the link, the old link, and it'll allow you to enter the new link, and it'll go through and update all the old links for you so that it resets them to the new link so that you don't have to manually go do it one by one. And then finally, we're going to get to some plugins related to social media and email. So first we'll start with social media. So you're going to want to type in NextScripts social Autopost, and basically this allows you, got an error here, this one allows you to anytime you publish a new blog post, it'll automatically post it to your social media accounts. That way you don't have to worry about manually going and submitting the URL to your social media sites. It'll do it for you, so it's a quick automated step that saves you some time. And then the other social media one is called MashShare buttons, and basically on your blog post, these are going to be social share buttons that you can put at the top or bottom of your blog post so that people that read your article, if they liked it, they'll go ahead and click share, and they'll see these big Facebook and Twitter buttons that they can simply click, and it'll open up their Facebook or Twitter page for them to share your article. So it's a good way to get your article shared out there so that you get a social media credibility in the eyes of Google, and that'll help get more traffic to your website when people are sharing your articles, and it looks good to Google. So then Google will rank your website higher in the search engines. So those are the two social medias. One is a share button that helps share your articles, and the other automatically posts your articles to your social media account so that it saves you a step and saves you some time. Lastly, we're going to go into the email related plugins. So you're going to want Hello Bar, and you're going to need to first make a Hello Bar account by going to hellobar.com, and you're going to be able to create different bars and pop-ups for your website. So Hello Bar is basically a bar you can put at the top of your website, and I'll show you an example real quick on one of my websites of what Hello Bar would look like. So here on my website, golfpracticeguides.com, you can see I've created this bar up here at the top, alerting them of my new ebook, that they can click the link here and it'll take them to it, and you can see the little Hello Bar logo here. So this is one option they give you. You can put a bar up here at the top of your web page. You can also have pop-ups that take over the full screen or that slide in down here in the corner. You can decide which type of pop-up or a way of getting the attention of your reader. You can decide that on your own time and set that up. but I personally chose to go with the one where it puts a bar at the top. So going back here, you're going to want to install that. Now that's going to help. Basically, you can set up one that collects email addresses, so it'll have, mine happen to be a button that they can click and it takes them to a product I'm promoting, but you can also pick one where it's got an email form, and then you can collect email addresses to build your email list, and then you'll be able to send out emails to your email list marketing your product or services to your email list. So that's the next step. You want to get an email marketing company that will manage your email campaigns for you, and I highly recommend ConvertKit. So what you're going to want to do is open up a new tab here and type in asknickfoy.com/ConvertKit, and that's going to take you to ConvertKit, which is the email marketing service provider I use to run my email campaigns and build my email list, and they're absolutely incredible. So you type that in and you can go ahead and create an account here. It's really quick to set one up, and there's a whole nother tutorial on how to use and set up ConvertKit you can check out at another time. But once you've downloaded and set up your account with ConvertKit, you're going to need to get the plugin in order to integrate it into your website. So type in ConvertKit, and you're going to be able to see the plugin that goes with it, so that now you can connect your account to your WordPress website, and you can set up forms on your website to capture people's emails. And then when they enter their email, it'll take it from your WordPress website and it'll put the email address over in your ConvertKit account, so that you can start building an email list in your ConvertKit account. And then ConvertKit has a feature where you can send automated email newsletters. So anytime somebody types in their email address on your WordPress site and they hit submit, it'll automatically add them to your email list, and then it'll automatically subscribe them to your newsletter, and you can automatically have emails sent out to them saying, you know, welcome to my newsletter. And then you can set up a series of emails that send out every so many days, so that they keep getting contacts from you, and you can build rapport with them and build trust and credibility. And then eventually in your email newsletter, you can pitch them your product or service and hopefully get a customer. And the final plugin that we are going to do today is called Opt-in Monster. And this also goes with the emails. It creates cool custom email forms, email opt-in forms. So when you sign up for your ConvertKit account, they're going to have a very basic opt-in form you can put on your website. But if you want full customization, I recommend getting Opt-in Monster. They allow you to create a bunch of cool looking forms, and I've got a tutorial showing you. Basically, it's a review or tutorial of Opt-in Monster, so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You can watch me build a form and see the forms I've already built to see all the different features Opt-in Monster allows you to have. So combined, these three plugins are going to be very important for you to build your WordPress website, especially your email list. The whole goal with online marketing and online business is building an email list, because then you're going to get to market to your email list and keep people coming back to your blog. If you don't capture their email address, you may never see them back on your website, but by keeping them in your email list, you're going to have people to publish your most recent blog post to. So I'm just going through real quick and activating all these plugins that I downloaded. So now I can go ahead and exit out of all this because I've already downloaded all these. Alright, one more. So those are all the different plugins we've installed. And like I said, you can go here to plugins under installed plugins, and it will take you to show you all the different ones you've got installed. So I'll go ahead and edit out of that. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get out of this if I can. Remind me later, close. Okay, so now here we are. All the different plugins we've now downloaded are shown up here, and you can click activate if there's any that aren't activated, or you can deactivate ones that you don't want to be activated anymore. You can go into the settings sometimes of them. Other times you're going to have to go over here, as I mentioned, and you'll see the different plugins now on your WordPress dashboard. Either they'll show up here with their own clickable thing, or you can go under settings and you're going to find some under your settings or under tools, as I mentioned. So here under tools, you'll find the 2 URL plugins. Settings, you'll see some of the other plugins we've downloaded, and then all the rest of them will show up here So that's the 3 locations that you can look for these plugin settings, so that you can go in and actually set up the plugins. Once you've downloaded them, you're going to need to go in and actually customize the different features that they have. So that'll be separate videos. I go into each of those plugins with its own tutorial video you can check out as well outside of this video.